Hello, this video is a bit of an unusual and a bit of a sad one really. So you'll have seen videos that I've made before about Bedstraw or the Bedstraw Project for the Second Life Railroad over here at the Hetrocera Atol. It was a build totally made by Claire Infinity. It's an exceptional train station and probably I'm willing to go as far as to say one of the best ones in SL. Totally built by herself and totally funded by herself. Now, she did have rentals and things to try and help pay for the tiers, but unfortunately, as time's gone by, that's dwindled, and she's now got to a point where she can't sustain it anymore. Now, I don't know what the full situation is right now, and unfortunately, I had hoped that she'd be around for me to ask, but she's not at the moment. But we spoke recently, and she did tell me that, unfortunately, it was looking like today or tomorrow she would have to give it up so that she didn't have to pay the tier. And so the land will become abandoned and all this wonderful work will be no more. So I wanted to make sure that I had a video of it just in case that does happen, so that you can see what was once here, because, you know, she put a lot of effort into this and I thought it was a fantastic landmark in Second Life. But like all of these user-created things, they cost money, and, you know, we're not all made of money. So let me try and show you. So it's a very large train station called Bedstraw Central, amongst other things. With a number of platforms. Again, you've probably seen it in a few of my videos. It has shops, it has other buildings, it has the trucking for GTFO. So you've got bus services here, you've got all of these, which are people's rentals for truck companies and the like. It also extended right out to Amelia, which is the sim next door, via this bridge. So if we just come up here, this is the main line in the atoll. And as you come down off the main line here, you see you go in through this entrance here into the sim. And now what you've got here is this is a warehouse all in itself, which also has over here sheds, which you could go into in the sheds there. And then it has a tunnel that runs underneath, which brings you round into the platform, which is actually down here. You pop out the tunnel here and you come onto the track here, and then basically you can come into all of the different platforms, and you could rent the platforms out as well. It also extended in roads down to the bottom. It comes all the way down here. I believe there's a fire department and everything here as well. And the track then goes off along here and allows you to rejoin with the SL railroad over here, which it looks like the sim's not loading at the moment, so I'm guessing that one's not around. But down here you'll see that the track also goes off down the main line there, look, you see. Now there's another bit I haven't shown you yet, which I'm just trying to figure out where it is, because it goes underground, which is why I'm struggling to remember where it pops out. But there is one track here which goes down this tunnel down here. See if I can cam down through it. Comes down through this tunnel here. Let's follow it, shall we? Could have done this in the train, but I'm trying to make this quickly because I don't know how long it's going to be here for. It goes off in one direction over there, but it also comes off down here. Now that's the one that takes us back off onto the loop, as you saw. And if we just pop into this one here, we've got a bit of an underground situation here. But if you follow it, yeah, sorry about my terrible machinima camera work, because I've got it set to allow me to look out all over the place. If you follow this track down here, it actually goes all the way down. Terrible. It's not exactly sweeping views, this, is it? Takes you down to here, look, which was a full-on refinery. So there was a full-on refinery allowing you to do sailing, come off sailing and then do the refinery. And then you had the refinery here for oil and things, and the train tracks were all joined together. And that train track took you all the way back into the Bedstraw Project, where you were able to then obviously hook up with all of the other platforms and everything. It is by far one of the best rail endeavours I've seen. For me personally, this is, in the time that I've been on Second Life. She put an awful lot of hours and work into it, and a lot of people have enjoyed it. I certainly have enjoyed it. and I'm sure there are plenty of you probably watching this video who also enjoyed it. But like all these things in Second Life, all good things need to come to an end, and sadly she is at a point where she just cannot afford to keep it going out of her own pocket, because it doesn't make any money on its own. It doesn't pay for itself. There's no income, there's no group or anything supporting it, and it's just a wonderful build, and it will be a shame. It's been a part of the railroad here that's probably the most expansive from a rail point of view. So for those of us that are into rail, you know, this is a lovely place, and it's a real disappointment to see it go, really, unfortunately. But I know what reality is, and, you know, while this is Second Life and meant to be virtual reality, reality works in both realms, and nothing pays for itself. So that's all this video was for, really. It was just to give you a camera round to remind you what it looked like, in case it's not there anymore, which, if I've published this, it probably isn't. And just to remember that, you know, we've had some great builds in Second Life, and they come and go. So you need to make sure that you make the most of them when you have them, because ultimately, you know, they're not always going to be there forever. I'll end the video by saying thank you very much to Claire for producing it in the first place and all those hours she put into it. And I'm sure I can speak for everybody in thanking her for it, and for those of us that have enjoyed it. And that's all I can really say on the subject there. If you do see her about, do say thanks to her if you can. But until the next time, that's me done. I'll speak to you later. Bye for now.